What I wish I knew at Ilara's age is that some secrets hold incredible wonders. These secrets, often hidden in the most unexpected places, can transform our lives in ways we never imagined. Let's dive into her magical adventure. An adventure that not only changed Ilara's life, but also touched the hearts of everyone in her village. Once, in a small village, there was a forgotten garden hidden behind an old stone wall. This garden, overgrown and neglected, held stories and memories long lost to time. No one remembered it, but one summer afternoon, a young girl named Ilara found it by accident while chasing her cat, Whiskers. Whiskers, with his curious nature, led Ilara to a part of the village she had never explored before. Curious, she pushed open the creaky gate and stepped inside. The gate, though old and rusty, seemed to welcome her with a gentle groan, as if it had been waiting for her all these years. To her astonishment, she found a wonderland of vibrant flowers, tall trees and winding paths. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the gentle rustling of leaves created a symphony of nature. It was like stepping into a fairy tale. The colors were more vivid, the air fresher, and the atmosphere magical. Every corner of the garden seemed to whisper secrets of the past. As she explored, she discovered an old moss-covered book on a stone bench. The bench, though worn by time, stood as a silent guardian of the garden's secrets. It was a journal filled with beautiful sketches and notes from a woman named Clara, who had loved and tended the garden many years ago. Clara's words painted a picture of a time when the garden was alive with color and joy. Clara hoped someone would find the garden and care for it as she had. Her notes were filled with hope and a deep love for the garden, a love that transcended time. Inspired, Ilara decided she would be that person. She felt a connection to Clara, as if the garden had chosen her to continue its story. Every day after school, she returned to the garden. It became her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the worries of the world and immerse herself in nature's beauty. She trimmed plants, planted new flowers, and even repaired the stone wall. Each task, though small, brought her immense joy and a sense of accomplishment. Slowly, the garden bloomed more beautifully than ever. The once forgotten paths were now lined with vibrant flowers, and the trees stood tall and proud. The villagers soon noticed the transformation and followed Ilara to the hidden paradise. They were drawn by the beauty and the sense of peace that the garden radiated. They were amazed by the beauty that had been right under their noses. Many of them had walked past the old stone wall countless times, never realizing the treasure that lay beyond. The garden became a beloved gathering place, filled with laughter and joy. Families came to picnic, children played, and elders shared stories of the past. Ilara's discovery and dedication brought the garden back to life, making it the heart of the village. It became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of nature to heal and bring people together. And though Clara was no longer there, her spirit lived on in the flowers, the trees, and the joyful laughter that now filled the once-forgotten garden. The garden, once a hidden secret, was now a cherished part of the village's heritage, a testament to the enduring power of love and care. Ilara often sat on the stone bench reading Clara's journal. She felt a deep connection to Clara, as if they were kindred spirits, separated by time. She shared the stories and sketches from the journal with her friends, and together they imagined the garden as it was in Clara's time. They added their own touches, planting new flowers and creating new paths. The garden became the center of village festivals and celebrations. Every season brought new events, from spring flower festivals to autumn harvest feasts. The villagers contributed to the garden in their own ways. Some brought rare plants, others shared gardening tips, and many simply came to enjoy the beauty and tranquility. As the years passed, Ilara grew up with the garden. It became a part of her identity, shaping her into a kind, caring, and resilient young woman. She began teaching the younger children about the garden, passing on Clara's legacy and her own love for nature. The garden's story continued to grow, with each generation adding their own chapter. The garden stood as a symbol of the community's strength and unity. It reminded everyone that even the most forgotten places could be brought back to life with love and dedication. Ilara often reflected on the garden's journey. From a forgotten, overgrown space to the heart of the village, it had come a long way, and in its transformation, it had transformed her and her village as well. As the sun set over the garden, casting a golden glow over the flowers and trees, Elara felt a deep sense of peace. She knew that the garden's story was far from over. It would continue to grow and flourish, just as it had under Clara's care and now under hers. Surrounded by the beauty of the garden and the warmth of her community, Elara realized that the garden was more than just a place. It was a living testament to the power of love, care, and the magic of rediscovery. And so the garden, once forgotten, now stood in full bloom, a beacon of hope and joy for all who entered its gates. It was a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things are hidden in the most unexpected places, waiting to be discovered and cherished. With a smile on her face, Elara knew that she had found her true calling. The garden had given her a purpose, and in return she had given it new life. Together they had created a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. As dawn broke over the garden, the first rays of sunlight kissed the flowers and the garden awoke to a new day. It was a new beginning, a new chapter in the garden's story, and Elara was ready to embrace it with open arms. With Whiskers by her side, Elara knew that the garden's magic would continue to inspire and bring joy to all who discovered its hidden wonders. And so, the tale of the forgotten garden, now rediscovered, lived on, a timeless story of love, care, and the beauty of nature.